Hello, welcome to the House of Hidalgo show. Today we're going to wrap up the 2018 season and talk about where we're going in 2019 right after this. This is a special message to Oscar Heff. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for letting us use the music. God bless. Thank you all so much for joining me on the 2018 journey of the God and Wrestling Connection. It was through the God and Wrestling Connection, and here's the Wrestling Connection right here, TWA, where we began to learn that there is certainly a way to escape Babylonian presumptivism, okay, and that we could escape it by first educating ourselves on what entrapped us into that system. So it's been a wild year where we've educated all of our watchers and listeners to understand better the intricacies of coming out of Babylon and what that means and how it needs to be done. You followed me on my journey as I began to do this very work for the purposes of Jesus Christ, Yahushua HaMashiach, with the vision that he gave me. Trinity Wrestling America. And many of you supported me along the way, and I am grateful, so very grateful, so thankful for 2018, where there was support, there was some discussion back and forth, especially in our Facebook group, Sovereign Love Free Church. And you know, you guys are just amazing. So I thank you very much for what 2018 was. And we don't want to forget it. It is the base of all the knowledge we're going to proceed with in 2019. But in 2019, we need to get serious about escaping Babylonian presumptivism, because it's a real thing. And even though it's a funny catchphrase that I coined, the Babylonian presumptivism, it's actually the fact. It's a fact that Babylon presumes that you know more than you actually know. And it's through that presumption that you get entrapped into a system, and that system becomes custom, because everybody is entrapped in the very same system that you are. So when it becomes custom, now custom becomes common law, you see, because everybody is dealt with in the same capacity from a presumptive mindset. We're presumed to all be operating in the same capacity. So here we are, all enslaved because of our lack of knowledge, our lack of understanding of who we actually are presenting, who we actually are. And that is what 2019 is going to be about. It's going to be about escaping Babylonian presumptivism. You're going to see the logo down at the bottom of the screen in 2019, which is the octopus with the many tentacles. Of course, it's a cartoonized octopus. It's meant not to scare people. Okay, we don't want to put, the Hydra on there. We're just looking for it. It literally represents the Babylonian system, the octopus. And of course, it's been cutified. And it's been cutified on purpose so that it's not scary to anybody. And then nobody thinks that we're some kind of cult or something. Because we're definitely not a cult. All we are is a bunch of believers. People that have been redeemed by Yahushua HaMashiach. Who want to come out of Babylonian presumptivism. And want to understand why it is that we're stuck in it. So, with that said, we're going to name this new season Escape from Babylonian Presumptivism. That's what the season's going to be called. And everything is going to be surrounding that. There's going to be some review, obviously, because you've got to review your education base often to be able to rationalize or critically think in each situation that you encounter how to escape from Babylonian presumptivism. We're also going to take current news each week. We're going to find situations out there where there are obvious presumptions being placed upon people, especially in the Christian realm. Okay, because our brothers and sisters really have no clue that they're caught up in Babylonian presumptivism. They have no idea. Okay, they're caught in a net, they're ensnared and don't even know it. They think that they're justified in doing what they do because the Constitution gives them the right under the First Amendment, gives them the opportunity to do the work of the Lord. Well, while it is true that you can't operate purely under the First Amendment, that necessitates you setting up your agency so that it is clear that your agency is being utilized. And then there's nothing that they can do about it. But there are commercial ensnarements that are out there that are common ensnarements. We're going to talk a lot about those things in the 2019 season. And I just look forward to more detailed work. Okay, another thing that we're going to do in the 2019 season, along with launching Trinity Wrestling America in May, it's going to be our first competitive card. We're literally going to have wrestlers, some from Kentucky, from other places in the United States, that are going to come and participate in our inaugural show. Okay, and of course, we're all operating under an agency of Jesus Christ. We're operating on behalf of Yahuwah, Yahushua HaMashiach, and this is going to be absolutely amazing. But even before we go there, we are going to be launching officially our brick and mortar church. It is an assembly of the called out men and women of God, the sons of God. Sons used in a non, in a neutral tone. Okay, so it's not male or female, it's both. All right. So sons, we're all sons, and we're those of us who are redeemed, those of us that have called upon the name of the Lord, those of us that have followed him into baptism are sealed in our redemption. Okay, so we have a lot coming up this year for you specifically, and I anticipate that that's going to be the real push of our show, is to get our brothers and sisters to start to understand these kind of things. So we have the official launch of the ministry, which is going to happen a month after the official launch of the assembly. So we have an assembly, Sovereign Love Free Church. It's going to be an actual brick and mortar. Well, we really can't call it a brick and mortar. It's going to be in a tent. Okay, we have a big top circus tent that we're going to be utilizing for church services. We're going to be a completely different kind of church. In fact, you can find out about what kind of church we're going to be by going to Sovereign Love Free Church's new website, which actually is slfc.world. .world. I thought it was cool to have a .world website, because this world belongs to Yahushua HaMashiach. And SLFC is the first of its kind, okay, that I know of. It's the first of its kind to take on the greater mission of escaping Babylonian presumptivism and teaching the understanding of how to operate in a proper agency to our brothers and sisters. So, and then the other huge thing is, coinciding with those things, we're also launching our teaching seminar series. We're going to be traveling. I believe the Lord is going to make it possible for us to travel, to go to different destinations, to put on seminars, specifically for the purpose of bringing people out of the Babylonian presumptivism system. And we're calling this seminar series From Whiners to Winners. Okay, because we all get caught up in whining about the so-called government. We whine about it all the time. All the waste and spending, and all the liberalism and the hate and the mongering, all the things that we whine about all the time. It's really senseless whining, to be honest, because we can come out of it. So we're going to go from being whiners to winners. It's our Whiners to Winners series that we are going to begin to offer as we travel around and do that thing. I believe the Lord is going to open that door. So 2019 is going to be one great season, hoping that we can take our show on the road this season. I could literally, do this show off of my phone if I needed to. So we might introduce this to our to a Facebook live stream, or maybe a YouTube live stream. I don't know to what level we're going to go this year, but with the proper support, we can go pretty far in 2019. But our goals are set. We have 3 major launches. We have Trinity Wrestling America in May. We have Sovereign Love Free Church in April. And we have the seminar series, Whiners to Winners. All those things are going to be launching in 2019. And looks like I'm going to try to launch Whiners to Winners as soon as possible. But I have to have 20 or more people willing to come and be a part of that in order to make it worth me coming out and doing that series. Otherwise, I'm breaking even, and there's no sense in that. Because we have, in order to escape Babylonian presumptivism, we have to find a capacity, we have to find a method by which to live and to survive. And that means that we have to be creating all the time and doing things that bring relevance to society. So those are really important things. And of course, most of all, in this closing show of the 2018 season, I want to thank you all for joining me time and time again on this journey as we've learned how to get out of Babylon, how to get out of her, as we were instructed in the revelation of John. So, I think that's really all I have for this particular show. It was a wrap-up, it was a review, and it was a vision casting for what's going to happen in 2019. It's going to be a big year. I think even geopolitically, it's going to be a big year. So I'm expecting that certain blessings will take place that'll make it available, make it possible for us to go out and do the work of this ministry. So on behalf of the formerly called House of Hidalgo show, I, your host, Rick Dehijo Binya, would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for joining us. And I look forward to seeing you guys next year on our new show, which is going to be called simply the Hidalgo Show. No more House of. It's just the Hidalgo Show. And we got a new page on Facebook that you guys can go and like. I'm going to be keeping everybody up to date with the things that I'm doing, where I'm at, where I'm having seminars, all those things. On Facebook, you're going to have the opportunity to communicate with me on Facebook. I have a new page. It's called the Hidalgo Show. And I encourage you to go like it and spread the word about liking it. Let's get as many people as we can into that discussion. Let's try not to bring trolls in, because there's going to be trolls everywhere. But for the most part, I don't have so much of a problem with trolls anymore. They just think I'm crazy, so they leave me alone. But at the end of the day, I'm thankful to you. You're the ones that keep me coming back all the time, because if I didn't have any watchers, this would be hard to come back to. But I have watchers, I have supporters, I have a growing number of people that seem to be enjoying the content. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas to all of you, because I didn't get to say that. And Happy New Year to all of you. And let's have a great year of escaping Babylonian presumptivism. I'll see you in a few days for our first show in 2019. So, on behalf of the staff, which is me, and me, God bless you. Thanks for watching. And remember, everything we do at the House of Hidalgo show, and in the future, the Hidalgo show, is all about the blood.